Hey everyone, I am here today to talk about the questions I get asked the most about eyelashes, false eyelashes. I am the owner and founder of BibliLash Co, and I've actually jotted down the questions I get online or people ask me in passing, and I thought this would be a very good video to talk about these questions, and you might have the same questions and I'll just answer it all here. I had an awesome time in worship today. I hope you did too. I hope you went to worship today. All right, let's get started. So, the first question, let me see, I might have to put on my glasses here. The first question I get asked is, how do I apply lashes correctly so they stay on all day? Well, honestly, this question I really would have to show you and teach you. I can't really talk about it. And I really didn't want to do a tutorial right now. I just wanted to go through these 10 questions. But I do offer a 30-minute consultation for your lashes. If you purchase a pair of our lashes, you will get a free tutorial and you will get, I give it 30 minutes, but I promise it won't take you 30 minutes to learn how to apply your lashes. And I give you a few tricks and tips on how to make it look really natural. So for the first question, I really can't just answer that. I will have to teach you. So sign up or, DM me, e- all the things, go on the website and do all the things to get in touch with me, and I can help you with that. The second question is, what's the difference between strip lashes, individual lashes, and lash extensions? So I did glance through these quickly and I was like, I hope I have, this is one of my little makeup pouches. So saw that question and I said, let me make sure I have some visuals. So if you can see this, and I'm not going to pull it all the way out, but if you can see that, these are what's considered individual lashes. As you can see, they are like pieces of a lash. They're very different from my lashes, which hopefully you can see. I'm going to open this pack here. And actually, yep, these are my roof lashes. I don't know if you know that. My lashes are named after the strong, bold, brave women in the Bible. And Ruth, this pair here is my favorite one. I mean, I like all of them, but this is like my favorite one. I actually wear every day. And so I don't know if you can see that, but because it's just the full band, that's a strip lash. It's like a whole lash instead of these individual pieces. And it varies. Well, of course, I use my lashes now, but when I'm doing applying someone's makeup, sometimes they have really nice long lashes that I don't really have to put a full band on. And so what I would do is take these lashes and I go in between the individual lashes. I go in between their lashes. And so there's really not a difference between lash extensions and, as the question asks, and individual lashes. That will be considered this. You can also get them done semi-permanently, and well, that's the reason why I created BibliLash, because I wanted to save you a trip from having to go to the salon and spending hours in the salon and getting those individual lash extensions added on, and then going through some of the things that you go through, the irritation, the waiting, all the money it costs. So one of the reasons why I created BibliLash. So hopefully that answers that question. For number two, I'll put this up later. Number three, Can I reuse strip lashes? And if so, how many times? Well, that's a great question. I had the bands created for our lashes that they appear thick, but they are very durable. So you can use them at least 15, I say 15 times after they had been tested. But if you take care of them, you can probably use them even more than 15 times. So yeah. So I think the next question is kind of leading into how do you reuse the lashes. So you're going to make sure you remove the glue. We're going to make sure we place the lashes back inside the case. You want to make sure you're using oil-free removers and products to take your lashes off. Again, I think that's another one of the questions, so I don't want to jump the gun. But for our Bibli lashes, you can use them up to 15 times or more. Again, is how well you take care of them. Question number 4. And that's what I thought. Yeah. How can I clean my lashes to make them last longer? So when you have your lashes on, you want to make sure you gently pull them off your eye. So you don't want to yank your lashes. You want to gently pull them off your eyes. And then you're going to lightly remove the excess glue. There's going to be glue on your lashes. I recommend not using a tweezer unless you're really good at being careful not to pull the band, but I usually just take my finger and just kind of lightly remove the excess glue. And then I just replace it right back in the case. We have really pretty, durable, pretty cases. So you're just going to lay them right back in the case just the way you found them. And that's how you will remove them. And that's how you'll make them last longer. But like I said, some people get really, lazy when it's time to take off your makeup and all those things. You really don't want to do that if you want your lashes to last. So make sure you gently pull them off your eyes gently, and then you're going to take the excess glue off. I recommend your finger. Some people can do a tweezer. You have to be really skilled to do that. And then gently place them back inside your case. Number 5. What la what type of lashes best suits my eye shape? Okay, that's a okay. Let's start with round eyes. So if you have a round eye, I would recommend like a wispy cat eye type of lash. And so you want it more wispy because you don't want your eye to look round. We want to kind of extend the eye. So I would recommend a wispy or a cat eye. If you have an almond shaped eye, you can pretty much your eye, and I would consider my eyes almond shaped. Pretty much any eyelash style will look great on you. Almond shaped eye. That's Yeah, nothing really can go wrong. You can do some of anything when your eye is pretty much almond shaped, and I would consider my eyes almond shaped if you want to know what almond shape looks like. The next one is a hooded eye. You will want like a lighter your lashes to not be so heavy in the inner portion of your eye. You want it to be a little lighter and then be a little more flare or fuller towards the edges of your eyes, the end of your eyelids. And monolids, you want to kind of have it like crisscross. There's, I'm sure you've probably seen many of them. It's like the lashes look like they're crisscross. If you have a mono shaped eyelid, you want to make sure you have it like a crisscross or um, maybe like a flare. That'll look good on you too, a crisscross or flare. Anyway, I'm trying to think of that all on the top of my head. It's kind of I can just when I have a client, I kind of just been doing this for a while, so over 30 years. So I just look at their eye and I can just tell what's going to look good and what's not. So it's a skill. You just have to practice and learn. And like I said, you do get a complimentary 30-minute um, tutorial with me. So I can help you with that, with your eye shape. And if you didn't want the tutorial, I also have on my website and on YouTube, you can take our lash quiz, and it will show you, give you different styles that will look good for you for your, the style. Maybe, well, I talked about in the quiz, if you want to go out to dinner, if you're fancy, if you're not, if you want a natural look. So if you really didn't want to talk with me directly, I hope you do. But you can go ahead and go take our lash quiz, and it will help you too to choose what type of lash would be good for you. Number 6. Do I need to wear eyeliner with lashes? That To answer that question, that depends. Should you wear eyeliner? For my clients and for women that's over a certain age, like if you are, I want to say 40 and over, you want to kind of consider whether you're using eyeliner or not. Because sometimes when we're using black and really dark colors on our skin, it makes us look more older or mature than what we are, and it makes it just doesn't look good when you're mature or you're older. So I recommend when you are older to wear clear eyeliner. Excuse me, not well, clear eyeliner, or using clear glue for your eyelashes, and that helps, that makes your face look a bit more youthful and not so dark, because that's what we're trying to prevent. I am over 50, so trying to prevent to having this cast or raccoon eyes. So you don't really want to use a lot of eyeliner, but you can. I recommend you applying your eyeliner before you apply your lashes. So you will put your eyeliner on, your mascara, and then you will put your lashes on. I say mascara, but you don't have to use mascara. I use mascara on my regular eyelashes because to me, it just looks more polished. It helps me not to get glue all over my lashes, and it just looks more polished and it blends better, especially when you're working, towards the inner corner, the inner section of your eye. You don't want that separation where you see these your lashes in the inner portion of your eye is scarce, and then you have this thick band or these thick lashes, and I see it all the time, and I'm like, oh God, please, I wish I can go and touch up her eyeliner and touch up her lashes. So you don't want that big contrast from your inner eye into your lashes, because you're not going to apply your lashes all the way in the inner of your eye. So mascara first actually helps make it a seamless transition. You can't tell where your natural lashes start and end, and where your false lashes begin and end. So I say it's according for the eyeliner, and it's according to, your style, according to the makeup artist, if she's doing or he's doing your makeup. It's according to your dress, where you're going. Again, I look at the facial features. There's a lot of fine lines and wrinkles. I kind of stay away from eyeliner, or I do a very light eyeliner, like a brown color or something like that. Or I will have my client actually, I won't use any eyeliner in the eye, in the water, in the inner inside of her eye or outside of the eye. I would just like put the eyeliner on top of on top of her eyelid, and then use the lashes, and that would bring her eyes out and cause it to pop without applying so much makeup and so much eyeliner on there. That was a tangent, but again, as you can see, it's according to what you prefer and what the occasion is and all those things. All right. Question number 7. What's the safest way to remove lashes without damaging my natural lashes? So I kind of alluded to that a few questions before. You want to gently remove your lashes from your eyes. Don't ever snatch them off your eyes, because that will definitely, especially according to the glue that you're using, that's definitely going to take some of your lashes off, your natural lashes off. So you want to gently pull your lashes. You want to stay away from oil-based removers. So, and or you can use micellar water. So, I am also a Mary Kay rep, but I use this because it's our oil-free eye makeup remover. It removes any and everything. And so what I do is just take a cotton ball or swab, dab a little on there, and then just kind of lay it on, removing your makeup. And then once you start removing your eyeshadow or your brows and all those things, you don't have to actually put this directly on the eyelash base, because it's going to kind of seep into it when you're removing your makeup, and then that will help loosen the glue, and then you could go ahead and lightly, gently, again, pulling off your lash. And or you could use micellar water. Like I said, this is the one I use. And again, you can just go around your lashes, and it's going to seep in, and it's going to lightly take off your lashes, and you can just it'll loosen it rather, and then you just gently pull it off. And again, as I said in the previous question, you're going to lightly remove the glue with your fingers and then place it in your case. Uh, Also, the glue is going to play a major role in not losing any of your natural lashes. Actually, I am in the process of having my glue for our lashes, being manufactured now, and it's just like it's such a thing with the ingredients, and I am having it made and created because I want it to be safe for sensitive eyes. Don't want any burning. I don't want that, like you said, like the question asked, I don't want it to damage your natural lashes, and I wanted to like have staying power. So I do think that was a question later. So I don't want to jump the gun about glue, but yeah. So I'm actually getting that prepared now. That's my next project for our company. And so, yeah, it's going to be all the things, so you won't have to worry about your natural lashes coming out. So stay tuned. Number 8, are strip lashes safe for sensitive eyes or contact lens wearers? And the answer is yes. BibliLash lashes are very safe for contact wearers and sensitive eyes, because I actually wear contacts, and I have some on now. Isn't that sad? I wear contacts and still have to wear readers. Oh, this getting older is fun. So yes, they are very safe. And again, your glue plays a major role in that as well. But the fibers in our lashes causes it to be very safe. You shouldn't have any eye irritation or anything like that. And again, I repeat, I wear contact lenses myself. So I can safely say, yes, that you can wear it with lenses and sensitive eyes. We are down to number 9. We've got 10 questions. We have 10 questions, and wow, I'm getting through this quick. I thought I was going to be on so many tangents, but these are pretty straightforward questions. Number 9, here we go. What glue should I use for the best hold, and how do I avoid irritation? So I know everyone uses dual lash glue, and I used to, but I have not used that in a long time. I'm going to give you a little tip and a little secret. I do not spend a whole lot of money for glue. And I've been using this glue for quite some time. Where is it? Where is it? And I love it because it doesn't cause actually, and this is what I'm patterning my glue, sort of the ingredients after. But this is, believe it or not, Kiss 3D adhesive. I love it. It comes with clear. It comes in clear. It comes in black. Um, and when I tell you this is, it holds. You can be in the wind. You can be wherever you are, and it's gonna hold. And you literally have to take it off. And what I also like about it is that when I do remove my lashes or whoever's lashes that I'm placed when I remove it, it comes off seamlessly. You don't get any of that tugging and pulling. Again, I don't want to badmouth any other lash glue, but I love this. And the best part of it, you can get this from any like the drugstore or something like that. So I like 3D adhesive lash glue. Again, I am patterning my brand after this, but with a little extras because I'm gonna have to do something extra. Gotta gotta beat Kiss. I can't do the same exact thing. I got to do something a little better. But yes, this is what I use for now. I use this, and like I said, it comes in clear, comes in black, and it's very sensitive. It's for sensitive eyes, contact wearers, and it doesn't have any formaldehyde in it, and that's what I like about it. So the formaldehyde is what usually tends to cause the irritation and the burning in your eyes when you're wearing false eyelashes or individual lashes. So that's what I meant by it. Usually, all of those things play a role. The lashes and making sure it's good quality lashes. So buy our lash, BibliLash, and the glue. Like I said, if you have all these different chemicals and all the things and you have sensitive eyes, even if your eyes aren't sensitive, I remember back in the day having to fan my client's eyes because she's tearing and all of that. And we're just so far, far away from that these days. And I'm just excited about it. And I will be on board with the same thing, but something even a little better. So stay tuned. Our lash glue is called Grace Bond. And yeah, so as well, got to stay in the line of what our lashes are about. So I told you our lashes are named after the strong, bold women of the Bible. And so we're going to have a glue that's called Grace Bond because we got a lot of grace. Uh, those women had a lot of grace, and we get a lot of grace with the walk that we're walking with the Lord. So yeah, Grace Bond is coming soon. So stay tuned. And so we're finally here, the 10th question, the 10th and final question. How can I make my lashes look natural instead of too dramatic? That's a very, very good question. And that comes, that's just, a, there's a lot of ways to not make your eyelashes look dramatic. First off, the style that you choose. Like I said, our roof lash, I love it because it's the real. Actually, I'm wearing them now. It's the most. We have a few that's are natural and not dramatic, but I love Ruth because it really is a everyday natural look. You can play it up, you can play it down. If I wanted to do a lot of eye makeup and all of that, it's funny. I do makeup and all of the things, but I don't like to wear a lot of makeup. It's just uh, weird, right? But so I don't wear a lot of makeup, but if I wanted to make it a little more dramatic, I can. But this is the most natural pair we have. And there's a few, but I like this one the most for everyday wear. You can also, like, any lash that you choose, any style that you choose, cutting your lashes in a certain way and applying them will help it to not look so dramatic, like your eyes are coming. I really don't like that look at all. Even when I'm doing a photo shoot for someone or runway or weddings or anything like that, I just don't like that when your eyes are coming before the person sees you. I just think that is so uh, unbecoming and unnatural. So our lashes are not going to give that vibe at all. You're not going to look dramatic. I do have some that's, fuller, maybe a little longer than others, but you'll really be able to see. If that's not your style, you're just not going to choose that one. But yeah, there's so many ways to play down your lashes. Again, you cannot put a lot of makeup on. You can keep your makeup natural. You can keep the shadows and your eyeliner very natural so your eyes won't look so dramatic. And again, I believe it's Ruth and I believe it's Hannah and Abigail. That's the other two that are extremely natural looking. And again, all of our lashes, you can play it up or play it down. So that is the end of our 10 questions. I hope I answered something that you were interested in knowing. And I hope you will go ahead and try our lashes and make sure if you have any questions or if you are stuck or don't know what to get, or again, if you want to, you're new at this and all these questions, you're like, I still don't know how to do this. Please, please, please take the opportunity to get on the 30-minute complimentary uh, tutorial. I can do it for you in person if you live in town or you live where I am. I can do it in person. I can come to you. I can also do it virtual. So I do it via Google Google Video or Zoom or whatever way, FaceTime. But if you go on my website, and you will see the option to make an appointment, and well, not unfortunately, but your tutorial comes with the purchase of your lashes. So with your purchase, you get a tutorial. Like I said, it's a free complimentary tutorial. You will not even on a virtual uh, education, your virtual teaching, you're not going to need 30 minutes. I can teach you how to do your lashes, how to apply your lashes literally in 15 minutes or less. So even if you want to kind of jump on just to see, because most people tell me, I've been trying to put on lashes for years. There's no way you can tell them, like, yeah, I can teach you in 15 minutes or less. So I give you 30 minutes for those who might just want to kind of pretend like they're not getting it. But it's pretty simple, and I have a surefire trick to helping you put it on seamlessly, quickly, and how to make it look natural, how to make your lashes look natural, like they're literally coming out of your eyes and not, you know, you know, this big band across your eyes and all of that. So, yeah, I can show you a lot of tricks and tips and all those things, but it's kind of hard to, and I'm not really I don't know, maybe one day I'll feel like getting on and putting my makeup on the camera, but I don't know. I'm just so old school with wanting, being done before I get on camera. So don't mind me. For all of you who can do that on camera, I applaud you. I'm gonna be like you when I grow up. So, anywho, I hope you enjoyed these 10 questions. I hope I answered something that you were thinking of. If I didn't state a question that you have a question that you want to know about lashes that I didn't talk about here, please DM me, email me, go on our website. There's an option if you want to reach out to me, and I can help you with whatever you need along with our lashes. As you know, I also advertise, and that my brand is that I want you to be beautiful inside and out. So not only do I do all the things on your outside, I am also a counselor, I am an ordained minister. So I provide and coach. So I do a lot of relationship coaching. If you need spiritual coaching, anything like that, I'm your girl for that. So go on my website. It'll give you details about the services I offer. And again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. All right, that's all. Bye for now.